Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is your travel dog, Maxine Carnival Claude. I am the Flying Foodie, and I'm back on duty. Yo, check it. I'm here in. I just left Ghana yesterday. I was in. Well, actually, I left Ghana today. I was in Accra, Ghana. I tried to make my way to. I decided to go ahead and head to Togo next on my little journey. And here's a cautionary tale: don't do what I did. I went to. I went online to see what countries would let you get a visa on arrival, and I saw that Togo was one of them. I wanted to go to Togo anyway because it's right next to Ghana. So the idea is to go. I've never been to Ghana, so I landed there. Was in Accra for a couple hours. Went to Kumasi. Then I came back to Accra, spent some days there, and then made my way to Togo. Actually, I made my way to the border of Togo last night on a bus. I saw the prices for a plane ride, and I was like, nah, I'm airline. I'm not paying these prices. For some reason, the website that we use to just get our tickets, it did not let me book for. I started the search around 8 in the morning or so. It wouldn't let me book until like 8 p.m. and that was going with Ethiopian Airlines, and I would have to go to Adiba, to their capital, then come back. It was like there was a 15-hour choice and a 22-hour choice. And I was like, screw that, this place is an hour right away. So I ended up saying, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just, either pay a regular price with $338 or wait for ID travel to maybe work eventually, or hop a bus for 3.5 hours. I was like, I got time, I'll take a bus for 3.5 hours. Well, went to the wrong bus station. Well, I was dropped off near the right bus station, but ended up getting put in a cab, going to another bus station, which has buses that go from Accra to the border of Togo. And my ideal thing was to go to the actual inside Togo and get a visa on arrival at the bus station, right? Makes sense? Yeah. We ended up not finding the bus station to Togo in Accra, at the place at the circle that the gentleman that was in the book. I'm sorry. Real to Go. If you Google Real to Go, it gives you 3 ways to get to Togo from Accra. One is by air, one is by bus, and I don't know the other way. Or you could drive yourself. So I was going to either do the air or the bus. I selected the bus. It gave me the option to go from Circle Station in Accra. My driver couldn't find. It was pouring down rain. My driver couldn't find the exact. I plugged into the GPS Circle Station, Accra, and it took us to someplace. The avenue. We got to Circle Station, but the specific bus depot for STM voyages, we could not find that. So it dropped me off where the GPS told us to go. I was walking around up and down the street. Somebody said, "Hey, where are you going?" I told them. They said, "You got to go back to Accra, get a bus from there." So they put me in a cab. As the cab pulls off, about a minute or two after he pulls off, I see STM voyages, but I should have had him pull over and get in that cab and getting up on a bus from there. Instead, we went to another I don't want to call it a circle, but it was another bus depot. And so basically I caught, I guess, a semi-local bus. And instead of taking 3.5 hours, it took way longer than that. I'm not going to tell you, I will advise you never to eat okra in Accra if you're not going to be situated for 2 days or so, because baby, I luckily when I asked the gentleman to make a restroom stop, I came back on the bus and an older gentleman was, we chopped it up, and he was like, oh, well, I suggest that you spend the night on the border instead of trying to cross the border tonight. I'll go with you. I'm going to do that myself. So we got off at the driver took us to a place called Liberty Hotel. It's on the border of Accra and Togo. So we went there for the night,